Here is a very interesting development that has popped up in my Japan Blue Gold Double Sword Guppy line. The Japan Blue Gold Double Swords are a dwarf guppy, I believe is what they're classified as, and they develop two little extension rays on the top and bottom of the tail or caudal fin that look like swords. They stay real small, so that's why these guys are real a petite, tiny little guppy. A lot of people think that they're an Endler, but they are in fact a guppy. So these are some interesting colors that have popped up in the Japan Blue Gold line. These males have been growing, there's one female in there too. They've been growing at Scenic for a couple months. That's where I work, the nursery I work at. I take fish to the nursery in outdoor tubs that we sell plants out of for the summer, and then I bring them home. And this color just popped up in there. One of our previous members and admins, Matt, he had a pink one showing up in there. He had sent me a picture of, and downsized his guppies. Anyway, long story short, I got the Japan Blues I had given to him back, and so I got the pink one that was developing in there. It was still young, it didn't have a ton of pink on it, but it was starting to get some color. Well, now I have these four. So there's one female here. She's still pretty young, she's smaller, but definitely a female. You can see the gravid spot, and the anal fin is definitely more of a fan shape. This guy's developed very nicely, very bright pink color. It's not as bright looking right now. I just brought them home. This is pond water in there, and so they're not as showy right now as they were in the ponds. There's a male back there, and he's got like a turquoise midsection, pink front section, and a red tail, and it looks like the dorsal might be turning red as well. So he's really interesting. No sign of sword development on him. This one is getting some color on the top and bottom rays, so it might turn into swords, we'll see. And then the youngest male is right there, and he looks like he's starting to get some sword or top and bottom ray color on his caudal fin. So we'll see if he gets swords or not. But he's got the pink speckling, which is how the other pink male started out, with speckling, and then it turned into this really rich pink color on the body. So they are like neon pink when they're really happy and the light hits them the correct way. So I separated these from the tubs and brought them home, because what happens when it rains really heavy, the tubs overflow, and then guppies, we're a water garden nursery, so we've got ponds everywhere. And guppies swim over the edge of the tub into the lily channels where we sell our water lilies. So I have guppies in almost all the lily channels now. And that's actually where this guy with the red tail was. And I saw him when I was feeding the koi in there today, and I thought, I need to pull him out so I don't lose him. So he is just unique. All of them are unique. What I really like is the pink, as far as what I'd like to reproduce. So I'm gonna see if we can get a Japan pink line going. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. Right now they're gonna go into a critter keeper that I've had running for a week or two now, with an air stone and some pearl weed in it. So it should be pretty safe. The pearl weed came from an established tank, and there's snails that have been living in there, so there should have been a nitrogen cycle. I mean, and lots of bacteria. And then I'll probably pour the pond water in there too, which is cycled water. So I don't think there'll be any issue, and they're a tiny fish, so even though it's a little critter keeper, it's all I've got for them right now, and I don't want to lose these pink genetics. The sad part is right now I only have one female displaying the pink or red coloring. So what I'll probably do is pull some young females out of the colony, whether it's at home or at work, and just give them some young females that haven't started reproducing yet, so that they get the first hit. These guys, and we hopefully get pink, mostly pink offspring, I'm hoping. So yeah, we may be getting a Japan pink line going, which is really exciting.